I just made $566 in 3 minutes shorting the S&P. I'm going to cover the full analysis of this trade, and also we're going to dive deep into Bookmap. I'm going to show you the exact entry that I took, why I took it, and also my targets. So let's start with the analysis of this trade. So it's pretty basic. We just had a structure level right here from the pre-market, multiple highs, and this level got broken, retested, and a nice pop to the upside. So my plan was pretty simple. It was even if price just comes back to this level, rejects it, I'm going to be looking for longs up to this level. But if price breaks this level, I'm going to be looking to short, targeting the next level, which is also pre-market lows. Now, during pre-market, by the end of it, right before the market opened, price already broke this level. So my idea was to short and to look on Bookmap and basically short any pop to the upside into some structure level on the Bookmap. Okay, so not much else to see here. Let's dive right into the Bookmap. So here I'm on replay mode from today's session. You can see the market is going to open right here. And before the market opened, I already was thinking that I needed to short. So I was looking for areas to short, and I had this range right here where basically a small consolidation happened up until the high. And I was just waiting for price now to retrace back into this level and basically see weaker buying and then finally aggressive selling where I could finally jump in the market. So let's hit this thing on play and see the actual replay of this. We'll speed it up a little bit. So price is now into our level for the first time, still seeing aggressive buying. So let's slow it down a little bit so you guys can follow properly. So already seeing aggressive selling. This is exactly where I got in. I got in on the 19s with my stop a little bit above. I had 4-point stop loss. And price goes down. Retraces back again. Nice drop. Aggressive selling, stepping in. And price just keeps dropping. And this was my first trade basically, where I moved my stop loss to break even since we had a nice little drop. So I got out break even once it retraces further a little bit. There we go. I got taken out break even. And then I was just waiting to enter again basically. Let me just extend this. There we go. Let's slow down now because I'm all out, right? My entry was at the 19s and I got all out with this pop because my stop loss was obviously at break even. And then we're seeing aggressive buying, but we still need to see aggressive selling step in. So let's slow it down even more and tell you exactly what I saw. So here we already saw weaker buying, right? Exactly what I need to see. And then as soon as I see aggressive selling, this is when I decide to step in the market. So this for me was pretty much confirmed now, aggressive selling. And on the next here on the 19s, I go in again. Okay, this is where I go in on the 19s. Let's speed it up a little bit because this thing is going to drop. There we go, aggressive drop. And then as a target for this trade was either pre-market lows, or I was also looking at the Bookmap and I saw that we had a massive bid right here at the 05. So you can see the size of the bid, 600 contracts, 270 and 60. Okay, so like 800 contracts around this level. You know, this is right below, this is right above pre-market lows. So, you know, this was still a very good target because the market could reverse from there, and it actually did reverse. As you will see, it did reverse quite a bit, even up to the 17. So I would still be in this trade, but you know, I was very happy to take my profits over here. It was a great trade, like a 4-hour trade. So, you know, I'm more than happy with those profits. I'm not going to be greedy, even though a massive drop happened afterwards. But let's take a look at what happens. So you see this bit just pulled. The market keeps dropping, and then it comes to this bid here at the 05s, and this is where I'm all out. I took partials along the way, around halfway, and you'll see how price will just retrace soon into the 17s again. So if I were not to target the 05s and target further, I would be stressing out, especially if price retraces back, because I saw all this aggressive buying here, right, which was actually also a nice buy signal for a quick scalp to the upside, but it went all the way back up to around the 17s, I think it was. So here I would be definitely stressing. Obviously my stop loss would be at break even, but I would definitely be stressing out And because I took profits here at the 05s, I was very happy that I didn't have to sit through all this pain of this retracement, right? But then massive selling stepped in again, and then it just kept on dropping, and today we ended up having a massive drop, a lot further. And obviously I could be complaining and saying, well, I could have made so much more money, I left a lot of money on the table, but it was just my plan to enter here at the 19s and to go out at the 05s, and I followed my plan, and I'm very happy with that. And obviously it would be nice to have 10 or 20 hour trade, but that's just not realistic. So yeah, it's just important to have a clear plan where you want to enter and where you want to exit, and just stick to the plan and be happy with the profits, even though it can go a lot further, right? So anyways, this was my trade, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. If you have any questions about order flow and the Bookmap and how I use that, just let me know in the comments down below, and I might make videos on that. All right. So anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.